Hi Taurus, how are you? Time for your general reading for the month of September. It's a general reading, so I open it up and we'll see what messages come through. So take what works and leave what doesn't, and we all know who we are in the story. So, dear universe, we are grateful, thankful for the messages, for the greatest and highest good for all of our Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, energies for our Tauruses today, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Work, 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 work. Work is on your mind. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Whatever it is you're going to do, I think you'll have a lot of success. So if you're working hard on something, I think it'll be a good turnout. All right, Taurus, what's your overall energy, dear Taurus? All right, we have the Page of Swords reversed with the Seven of Cups. So I feel like some of you are looking around at other options. You might be actually looking at someone. You might have somebody in mind. I feel like it's you watching someone else. Something, you're in the shadows. You're keeping your eye on somebody. I'm sorry, I just keep saying that over and over again. You got your eye on somebody. You got your eye on the prize. So recently, I feel like you've been dealing with somebody who also has their eye on you. Okay, so let's talk about the other person here for just a minute. I feel like this is somebody who you might have recently broken up with. Whoever this person is, I think they left in a huff because they can't believe that you would ever do this. Why would you do this to me? Literally, why would you do this to me? And I think, why would you do this to me? Well, for lots of reasons, okay? Let's start with first, you know, I just had this feeling that you and I just, it was gonna fizzle for whatever opportunities that you tried to offer me. There was a lot of hurt. I don't think you were treated very fairly. I think, yes, you had this like connection. Maybe it was a spiritual connection. And I think you accepted this offer from this person, you know, this person who I think you had really the hots for. But it didn't work out. In the end, you know, what you ended up doing, I felt like you were suffering. Honestly, you were suffering from this person. And I think there was a real imbalance between you and them as far as energies. Like somebody, you know, tried to throw their weight around on the other person. All right, so got that little story. So, I mean, a part of you wanted to keep it going, even though I think you knew that there was a lot of differences between you. This was somebody who was, I think, incapable of committing. As incapable of committing to you, I also feel that they also wanted to control you on some level. So I think you're at a place right now, you're looking at it. You're looking at what just happened. But I think it's the best way you can to let go. Now, here's the thing. You may be looking at everything, and you might actually be looking, you know, keeping an eye on them via social media, through their Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, whatever. You're keeping tabs on them. Because there's a part of you that hasn't given up yet. Now, your person, yeah, like, I think you haven't given up on them yet. Because you're stubborn. Because you're a Taurus. Taurus are stubborn. And besides, there was love there. As difficult as the whole relationship was between you and them, there was love there. I mean, it's like you can't have them. It's like you don't want them, but at the same time you do want them because there's love there. I just don't see it working over here. All right, let's see what your overall energy is. I hope this is starting to make sense. But I think you're in love with a very difficult person. And as the relationship developed from, I think, just the love, you know, that young love into something more serious, I think that's where trouble started to happen. All right, so, you know, you want to feel good about yourself. The Empress, she's a beautiful person. She's solid. She's grounded. I mean, this is you. I mean, you come out as the Empress. You know, I hate to believe that you quite possibly are now pregnant by somebody who, you know, isn't committed to you. Because that could be a story for some of you. That would leave you very confused. No wonder why you're looking at other options. Wow, that was a whole twist on this one. So yeah, some of you may actually be pregnant with somebody who, you know, from your lover. I mean, if there was even a third person involved, you know, I just don't feel like this child is your person. I feel like it's your lover's person. That's a twist, huh? Take what works, leave what doesn't, people. It's just, that's what just is coming through. Yeah, I mean, they're not doing anything about this, or you're not doing anything. You just feel like now you have to deal with the aftermath of what you just did. You know, you're with somebody who doesn't want to commit to you. You're pregnant. It's like you feel like you've been dealt with a real bad hand here. You know, because what are you going to do? And I think that's what you're seeing. It's just like, what are you going to do? You're looking at other options. You have to look at other options, especially if you got a kid on the way. So, you know, here is, you thought that you had everything with somebody, but I think you have to start to really see how things didn't work and start cutting things out that aren't good for you, okay? So, all right, say you are with this person, okay? Or you were with this person. I mean, you were in love with somebody who did not love you back, okay? And now you're all pregnant. So you don't know what to do. I mean, you don't know what to do because you feel like, you know, you're screwed. You're not screwed, okay? All right, maybe you did get screwed, but you're not screwed over, all right? There are options that you are just not seeing, okay? And there's options that you're just not choosing as well. I think you have to start looking at things from a more peaceful perspective rather than a why me and how could you, and because I get this energy of like, I can't believe you did this and now you don't want anything to do with me and now what am I supposed to do? I've got to raise this kid by myself. You know, but you got involved with somebody who was very difficult. You got involved with somebody who was non-committal. You know, you tried to make things work because you felt this connection with this person. You had this really great connection until you got knocked up. Now you don't know what to do. I mean, there's this like, you have this energy of like churning inside. I mean, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're scared. I mean, all of these emotions are what you're dealing with right now. And what you thought was going to be happily ever after turns out to be not so much so. So I think you need to look at why you got yourself into this mess and how you're going to get it out. You know, it's like you went down a sticky road, but there is a way out. I mean, you've just got to, I feel like you need to take care of yourself first and foremost. You know, quit pretending that things aren't happening around you, okay? It's almost like you need a reality check. You need to ground yourself. You need to deal with what's really going on, especially if you're pregnant, okay? So there is nothing with this person. You need to move on, okay? If this person, right now it's about your pregnancy. It's not about, you know, this person and getting back at them and how could they. Right now it's about you moving on, moving away from that kind of energy, you know, and taking care of yourself. You'll feel better for it. Look, you're going to end up single. You can do this, okay? You're not alone. You're not on your own. If anything, you're really strong. So it's time to you start looking at what you can do with what you have. And move on from someone who is never going to give you that kind of relationship. You know, to be involved with somebody who is that ugly. I mean, you've got to heal from this. You've got to make things happen. Okay, the Temperance card now. It's twice we've seen this. So this is the card of alchemy. This is about making things happen, about a formula. You know, it's like you have like this guiding spirit around you. You have to believe that. You're going to be fine. You're going to make it work. You really are. And if they come back, making you an offer, I don't see you taking it because I think you now see them for what they are. And you have got to move on from this relationship and start living life. You know, to stay with them, I think you know, taking their offer is only going to leave you feeling all sideways. You know, you'll feel like that Queen of Swords reversed, which is ugly energy. That's somebody who's angry, nasty, resentful, vengeful. I mean, they spit venom, you know. That's that kind of energy. Why do you want to be with somebody if they come back knowing that that's the kind of energy? I mean, this person is very toxic. Look, we have the King of Wands reversed with the Devil. This is your person. They're probably married. They have somebody else. They're treating you like crap. And now you got knocked up by them. You know, because, oh yeah, they were really good in the sack. But your person, that's player energy right there. That's how they are. Love them and leave them. And unfortunately, Taurus, I feel like that's what happened to you. So it's time for you to close this door. Take care of yourself. You're not hopeless. You're not on your own. Okay? You know, so this news kind of threw you for a loop, but it's what's finally going to put an end to all of this. Okay? Yep. You knew this was coming. You knew this tower was coming. You knew the trouble. Whether you know, are pregnant or not, like I do feel like there is somebody out there, but if you are the Empress, you are in control. You are empowered. You know, you're going to do what you need to do to get away from somebody who is not treating you the way you should, because they are extremely toxic and they are a player and they have other people around. And look, it's time for you to heal from all of this. For real. All right, you got a big month ahead of you, Taurus, all right? So just brace yourself, okay? Just, you know, be ready to have the strength and the courage, to close this door with somebody who is so not good for you, okay? Because this is about you finding your power, making a decision about somebody, okay, who is not good for you, all right? Because to stay with them, you know, is going to lead to something more unfortunate than what you've already experienced. So get to work, Taurus. This is about your future. I mean, this person is really difficult, you know, so you really need to make a solid, grounded decision about how you want to move on. You know, don't let somebody take your future from you, you know, even if you have a kid. You know, that's a bright future. Children are happy. You know, they bring a lot of happiness and joy. So, yeah, I think it's time for you to really, you know, see your person for what they are. And this could be you. Maybe you're the one being all difficult. But, you know, you've got to focus on what's out there. Okay? Not with what you have. Because what you have right now is somebody who really is not present for you at all. At all. They're so toxic. Sorry, I hate to harp on that, but that's the message. All right, Taurus, that's what I got for you. So take what works, leave what doesn't. I hope it resonated. If it did, that's fine. And if it didn't, that's fine. You know, there's other messages and other readings. So take what works and makes you feel good. You know if it resonates. All right, so until the next reading, bye.